reckon with every time they take the floor, and especially come playoff time. Kings, Celtics, up next. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. This is Kevin Harlan, alongside Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And we've got David Aldridge, our Hall of Famer, patrolling the sidelines. And a chance here to check out some stats for Jason Tatum.
And guys, I think the grind of the season is catching up with him a little bit. It comes across in his rebounding numbers. Over the past 5 games, they've taken a tumble. He seems to be wearing down a bit. Maybe tonight, though, he can get his legs back under it.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. Holiday out there with Derek White. And it's Hauser in at the 3 slot. One for Sacramento. DeRozan and Murray slot in at the small and power forward. Monk is out there with Levine, and it's Valanciunas in at the 5 spot. And so off the tip, it's Boston. The playoff picture coming into focus now, Greg, with a good portion of this regular season behind us.
And for the teams that are definitely in, they're trying to maintain momentum and health, right? But for the teams still clawing and fighting their way in, that's where it gets exciting.
Outside, Levine. Back to Monk. Shot clock at 6. Back to Levine. Over Holiday. Rebounded by Hauser. Down low. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Exploding off the floor. Give Tatum room and he will show off his athleticism at your expense.
Now here's Murray. Last game we saw him score 13. DeRozan surveying the D. Off the mark from 16 feet out.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
White drives in. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
And Valanciunas may not have the quickest feet, but he uses his size well to block and deter shot attempts.
Celtics have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Stan, in a league of stretch bigs, Jonas Valanciunas is a true center.
He is, Kevin, and look, he'll occasionally take a 3, but Jonas lives in the paint. He throws around that 265-pound frame. It's hard to defend him because we just don't see a lot of post players anymore.
White against Monk. Tatum on the wing. The 19-foot shot. It's hauled in by the Kings. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
And being slow on your rotations is a killer. There's not a team in the league that won't punish you for that.
And that's an aggressive take there by DeRozan, and no doubt the coaches will appreciate his ability to attack the defense.
That's good from DeRozan. On top of being such a great mid-range shooter, Stan, DeMar DeRozan has earned a reputation for also being a timely scorer. He performs well in the clutch.
Yeah, I was on the wrong end of that too many times, Kevin. DeMar ranks in the top 5 among players in clutch buckets made for his career, and he was given the nickname King of the Fourth.
Oh, I like that. Now here's White. Playing Portland, he was nearly unstoppable. And here's Tatum for 3. Drills it from outside. Tatum's got 5 points so far.
And Tatum takes a lot of threes. And you see why, given he has this kind of accuracy.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first. With 10 games left, let's see how the playoff race is shaping up out east. Taking a look at Boston. They're second in the conference and looking to finish strong heading into the playoffs.
And you know, for the Celtics, they've been ruthless competitors all season long. I mean, they've assured themselves of plenty of home games in the postseason. Let's see if they can take advantage.
Now, here's Monk. A good portion of the scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game. Pass to Murray, takes the three, drills the three-pointer.
And you like Murray as a spot-up shooter, knows where to park himself, and always ready to receive the pass.
Tatum passes to Porzingis. Here's Pritchard. Tatum with it. Lays it up and banks it in. 7 points in the game.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Outside DeRozan. Back to Levine. Valanciunas sets a screen for Levine. Shot from 16. A second chance effort. No good from Valanciunas.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
Tatum with it. Outguarded by Murray. And the basket by Hauser.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
The Kings trail by 5. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Guys, I did have a chance to talk with the head coach of the Kings. Now, of course, I asked Coach what his plan was about defending Jason Tatum, and he said, I told our guys just to play smart, to play up on him, but not get baited into fouls, and try to get a hand in his face. Now, that's a difficult challenge for any defense, so we'll see what happens tonight. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Monk finds Levine. Here's DeRozan. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Yeah, how many times have we seen that from DeRozan? The mid-range maestro does it again.
Tatum with a screen on Monk. Pritchard from outside off the mark. Last game for the Celtics, they pick up the win against the Trailblazers in Portland. Wide open look here for Murray. Here's Valanciunas. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
And Valanciunas takes up a lot of real estate, which helps him snag offensive rebounds.
Outside, White. There's a good screen to the inside. Pritchard gets the bucket.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
DeRozan with it. He's someone who's a factor on any given night, averaging more than 22 points a game. Banked in off the glass. DeRozan's got 6.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Celtics lead by 2. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Boston.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
The Kings trailing. Stan, you talk about a stacked roster. It's hard to find many weaknesses for the Celtics.
Yeah, Kevin, there's a reason the Executive of the Year award went to Boston's front office last season. The Celtics are built right, and they're built to last.
Carter out there with Ellis. Then it's DeRozan. Then it's Trey Lyles. And it's LaRavia in at the 4. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings. And Boston has possession. The Kings getting the bucket. Left side, Brown. shakes him. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on DeRozan.
Tricky move by Brown inside, making sure he gets the whistle and completes his motion.
And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team.
Take a break.
That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
That free throw missing. Greg, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
Hey, Greg, one thing that the Kings have had work for them over the last few seasons is their depth.
And have made some shrewd moves to fill out their bench. Got great contributions from their 6 through 10 players. It's been a big part of their recent success.
And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Jonas Valanciunas.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Celtics can beat you in a number of ways. Point guard Jrue Holiday said, we can play small and big. We have great bench players who come in and change the game at any time and could start on other teams. And we have a hunger. Kevin, they're going to be a problem for a long time.
Agreed. Yeah, they are stacked, DA, for sure.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Brown with it, now guarded by DeRozan.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
Timeout called by the Kings. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Valanciunas is checked in for the Kings. Malik Monk comes in for Carter. Boston also with the sub. Porzingis is checked in. And so Monk will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. They trail by 3. Their last encounter was in Boston, where they were able to handle the Celtics.
And it was pretty much a cakewalk for them the last time these two squared off and had a clear advantage on the backboard.
Yeah, but they can expect a whole lot more resistance this time around. No team likes to lose the rebounding battle. Well, he sends it inside where they can get a high percentage look. That's just great basketball.
Pass to White. Inside. The story from beyond the arc. Here's who's leading in that category across the NBA. The 4th spot held by Zach LaVine.
What a percentage that is for him from three-point range this season. His deep touch is about as good as you're going to see.
That's good from Horford.
You know, I don't think Horford gets enough credit for his defense. He's been an impact player at that end for a long time.
He hits both from the stripe.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Pass to Wiles. Back to Monk. Outside DeRozan. Clock at 6. Charity stripe shot. Knocks it loose.
Thin margin of error right there. You have to work for a better shot.
Now Porzingis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
The wily old vet, Horford, drawing contact around the rim.
Boston shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
And that one falls for Horford. And Stan, we seem to be in the midst of a big man renaissance in the NBA. And I love it. So that being said, which of these big stars do you like the most?
Well, that's a tough question because there's so much talent and they're all different. You've got Embiid, who is unstoppable offensively. You've got Wembanyama with his combination of size and length, skill and agility. You've got guys who can shoot the ball. But the guy that combines the most of those things that I would take, Nikola Jokic.
And it goes down 2 points. Valanciunas has got 4 points in the quarter.
And one way Valanciunas generates offense, using that big body to snare the board and keep the play alive.
And here's Tatum for 3. Again, the miss by the Celtics. The Kings trail by 3. Pass to DeRozan. Back to Levine. Now, here's Monk. From the arc. Buries it from 3-point range. Monk's got it all tied up now for the Kings.
And Monk has proven that he is a terrific scorer from the perimeter. When he's in rhythm, he has no problem letting it fly.
Murray finds Levine. Monk outside. Puts up a deep 3. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Boston's gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. Outside, White. The kick out to Tatum. Here's the 3. The 3 from Tatum.
This is why Tatum is a volume 3-point shooter, because he knows how accurate he can be.
Timeout called by the Kings. Ellis, he's checked in for the Kings. Boston also with the sub. Hauser's checked in. .114 left in the first half. Murray outside. Back to Levine. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Levine's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Porzingis with a screen on Murray. And here's Tatum for 3. No good. He's now missed more than he's made. 4 for 9.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Outside, Levine. And Levine with the slam.
Well, that's the multi-time dunk contest champ, Zach LaVine, reminding us of what he can do.
Awesome display of athleticism captured. by your AT&T 5G Slam Cam. For Boston, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Tatum kicks to Holiday. Murray against Tatum. Porzingis sets the pick for Tatum for Murray. And another basket for Boston.
Well, just another night in the office for Jason Tatum. We've come to expect big games from him. He is that special.
Levine, good. Levine's got the lead up to 2 now for Sacramento.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Kings ahead, leading by just 2. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Zach, a hard-fought first half. What changes have to be made to get a little separation?
They're making tough shots. We're trying to stick to our concept, so we got to come back, make plays, make shots, and, just stay solid.
Always a challenge for a young team. Thanks for your time, Zach. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
And we welcome you to halftime as the Boston Celtics are getting everything they can handle so far.
The bench has stepped up to where I could see a couple of those guys closing out this game.
Yeah, we'll see how the second half goes, but they may have earned that right, given the way they came in and changed things.
All right, fellas, let's now take a look at what's to come on the upcoming schedule.
This is where you pile up wins and move up in the standings. But these can be trap games as well.
And that goes to your leadership, man. Good leaders keep you from playing down to your opponent.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum getting it done today.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. On the floor for Boston, the post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. Holiday out there with White, and it's Hauser in at the small forward.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's Holiday, following the basket by Malik Monk. White, bounce pass. Pass to Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. Emphatic finish by Tatum.
Well, you know Jason Tatum can score, and that's exactly what he's done thus far. And you watch Jason Tatum year to year, he is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. On the wing, Monk. White covering. Valanciunas dishes to Monk. DeRozan inside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Stan, you've been on the bench in the NBA for many decades. What were some of your biggest pet peeves as a coach?
Oh, my gosh, Kevin, that would be a long list. But the 2 biggest would be this. I think, number one, anytime there was a lack of effort, you're not running back on defense, things like that, that I had a hard time tolerating. And then mental breakdowns, things we had prepared for over and over and over again, and then guys just zone out and forget what they're supposed to do. Those were things that were hard to tolerate.
Especially when you would take such care in preparing them in every way. It's got to be just, excruciating.
Frustrating as heck.
And I like the aggressiveness of DeMar DeRozan's game. He's constantly testing the defense, looking for any weakness he can exploit to get a bucket.
Now here's White. Nothing on the board. And he drives in. He gets it in there.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. With 10 games left, let's see how the playoff race is shaping up out west. Take a look at the Kings. Winding things down this season, they're in that all-important 9th position within striking distance of a playoff spot.
And I think for the Kings, they've been strong at times this season, but they still have some holes. I think they're a playoff caliber team. I just don't think they're a championship caliber team.
Yeah, and that's not a knock on them. This is where most people expected them to be. They just don't have the talent to be up there with the contenders.
Now, here's DeRozan. He's got 9. Good on the shot. DeRozan's got 11 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Porzingis with a screen on Murray. The 3 from Tatum. Gets that one through the hole, make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
Yeah, very hot start out of halftime, making their first 3 shots, getting the looks that they want, and knocking them down.
Valanciunas with the ball, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Valanciunas passes to DeRozan. Back to Valanciunas. Monk outside. Again, Sacramento.
And Monk is a good shooter from the mid-range. He's only going to get better the more he looks to shoot from there.
The kick out to Holiday. Here's Hauser, and stolen by Murray. Here's Levine. Count the basket and the foul. It's on Porzingis.
Well, they came out of the locker room with a purpose. 4 for 4 already in the half.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And take a look at what he's been able to do at the free throw line. 82% more than acceptable.
Trey Lyles checked in for the Kings. That one misses for Levine.
Well, you love to have a shooter like Levine on your roster. The defense has to cover a lot more ground when he's on the floor.
Sacramento leading by 4. DeRozan passes to Monk. Valanciunas with the ball, guarded by Holiday. Valanciunas, good.
Can't be that easy for him. Got to body him up down low.
Yeah, they can't let him even get into that space. If he gets good position on the block, it's trouble.
Now here's Tatum. 17 points in the game. Greg, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge. And I like that they're not settling. Hitting the ball on the interior. 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
And White kicks to Tatum. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Here's a look at some stats for Kristaps Porzingis. He's been dominant over the last month. He's getting around 20 points per, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, he gives you something to build around night after night. Reliability is huge in this league.
Pritchard, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. And they double up DeRozan. Outside, Levine. Shot clock at 5. Back to Monk. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got 3 assists in the game. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Some changes for Sacramento. Laravia's checked in, and it's Ellis in for DeMar DeRozan. .139 left in the third quarter. Tatum on the wing. Good on the three-point shot. Tatum's got a pair of threes now here in the third for Boston.
Well, after dropping in 2 triples in the first half, he's now matched that mark here in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of those.
Now, here's Monk. He's got 9. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pass to Tatum. Outside, White. Back to Tatum. No good. Shot missing. Kings leading now by 7. Ellis, the pass to Monk. Al Levine. Shot clock at 6. Rebounded by Tatum. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. That'll be game 4 of this 6-game road trip. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Bowser the pass to White. Misses the 3. Here's Monk. Pass to Wiles. Ellis outside. For 3, Levine. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Sacramento bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll get you back to the action after this break. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Here's Holiday. We've got Carter. Also Ellis out there. DeRozan out there with Lyles. And it's Laravia in at the 4 spot. That's the 5 out there for the Kings.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
And it's good for 2.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Celtics trail by 9. Brown outside. Six to shoot. From past the arc. It doesn't go for him. Kings leading now by 9. Pass to Laravia. And here is Lyles. Looking for Carter. He gets it there. The wide open look here for DeRozan. That's in there. Carter with the assist.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And Brown throws it down.
What a flush. Great athleticism from Brown.
And it's the Kings with the ball. Ellis dishes to Carter. Driving in from 11 feet away. There's Laravia. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And boy, he can see blood in the water attacking a somewhat helpless team right now.
Well, you love the dedication.
And it's a great finish!
Oh, my gosh. My goodness. Brown with the massive throwdown.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Kings leading now by 10. Outside DeRozan. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Boston making a switch here. Celtics trail by 10. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. And that timeout by coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, able to listen in on what Joe Mazzulla was going over with his team. Now, he's not happy with the perimeter defense. He told them we have to hustle more out to the three-point line because they look real comfortable out there now. I want you contesting every three they put up. We'll see if that intensity increases on D. Guys?
Thanks, David. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. The shot by Holiday, no good. Kings leading now by 10. Monk finds Levine, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Levine getting quick with it that time, changing it up.
Wide, a screen on Levine. Outside Holiday. It's hauled in by the Kings. DeRozan with it. He's picked up by White. Pass to Murray. Launches a three. Tries again. No good from Valanciunas. Celtics trail by 12. Tatum downhill. Out to White. Over Levine. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Look, shooting off the catch is something White's become really good at.
Monk outside. Pass to DeRozan. High post shot. That's in. That's his fifth field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. The three. Sacramento grabs the miss. Valanciunas has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Now here's DeRozan. Porzingis with the block.
Well, look, if you want to shoot over Porzingis, you got to create more space than that.
Here's Tatum. Tatum slips by the contact inside.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
There's a minute 34 left to play in the final quarter. Got a piece of it, and he's able to get it back. And the shot is good. Celtics trail by 12. Now Tatum. Off target at the rim. Murray with it. Now guarded by Tatum. Pass to Valanciunas. There's the triple. And DeMar DeRozan the bucket on the assist from Valanciunas. DeRozan's got 21.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Kings.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And this will make it 36 wins on the year for them.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief two-game.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for DeMar DeRozan.
And he found a way to leave his mark on every facet of the game. His activity and energy were huge factors.
And here's Levine. Outside DeRozan. Valanciunas with a screen on Tatum. Here's DeRozan. Great D that time from Tatum. And so it's Sacramento easily grabbing this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Zach. There's been some tough losses of late, but tonight you got the win. How resilient is your group?
You got to be a pro. You got to come out here and do what we got to do our job. And, we find out we had to get this win. We got to stop losing these games so we can win. And, we got to get back on track.
Well, this is step one, man, in that process. So congrats. Back to you.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So now for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, DeMar DeRozan.